Hello HipKit friends, Antonia here with my first layout made with the November 2024 HipKit releases, and for this layout I'm using the main kit, the embellishment kit and the cardstock kit. So here I'm making a start. I've already chosen lots and lots of pattern papers which I'm going to be using on this layout in an unusual way. So this is a type of layout I created before using different papers, and this is one of my favorite way of showcasing lots and lots of pattern papers on the same layout, and it's ideal for kits where you've got all the harmonizing colors and patterns, as well as using up scraps of pattern paper. So here I'm just making a start. I'm using circle punches in varying sizes to cut out circles from the different pattern papers, and I'm using the larger punches for the busier papers and larger patterns, and I'm using both the larger and the smaller circle punches for the smaller and more neutral patterns. I found this pattern paper with the circle design really helpful because I got loads and loads of circles in neutral but harmonizing patterns and colors. Okay, so I did cut out some of the circle cutting process out of the video because we don't really need to spend a lot of time on it. And then I went on to choose a background paper. I did toy with the idea of using the craft cardstock, but I did end up using a plain white cardstock. So next I made a start on putting the layout together. First I added a strip of cardstock to the background. I chose the yellow cardstock from the Cardstock Kit, and I wanted it to stand out a little bit, so I created a very narrow frame around it by overlaying it on the red cardstock, which was ever so slightly larger in size. Once I added my photo, I make a start by adding all the pattern paper circles to the layout, and I'm doing this by creating clusters of pattern paper, starting with the larger ones and then layering and overlapping smaller ones on top. The circles with the green and red checked pattern were actually made with the November color kit, which I used for another layout, and I punched some circles out of the leftover cardstock. So once I was happy with how the background looked, I just added a couple of small embellishment clusters and the title to the page. And the principle here was that because the background was quite busy, I made sure that the embellishment clusters are quite small. And the reason for adding the cardstock behind the photo and on top of the busy background was to separate the photo from the background so that it stands out. So by adding the embellishment clusters, I had to make sure that they weren't taking away from the overall effect of the pattern paper background, and that also they allowed the photo to be easily seen. So here are some of the close-ups of my completed layout. I hope you find my process video inspiring. Be sure to keep checking back to our YouTube channel as we upload process videos daily. And you can also check out our friendly Facebook group for further inspiration. And if you decide to subscribe to our monthly kits, you will receive a saving on the main kit, further discounts for add-on kits, and you will get free access to all of our cut files. Thanks for watching. Bye now.